As the sun rises over the slumbering cities of Multan and Bahawalpur, its golden rays reveal a rich cultural landscape. The light glints on the shrine's dome, reflects on a handcrafted tile, lights up the shadowed embankments of an ancient fort, and reveals a wonderful landscape of nature's glory. Lush orchards, heavy with fruit, sprawling green fields of plenty, and sparkling waterways snaking through fertile earth. Today, these two cities, with their unique blend of the old and the new, embark on a new journey. It is a journey into the future, a future of economic prosperity, sound development, poverty alleviation, and sustainable growth. Guiding this journey of growth from potential to prosperity is a roadmap, the District Economic Development Strategies. This came about when the provincial government approached USAID to develop strategies that tap into local opportunities and challenges and help identify these districts as economic units of competitive growth.
There has been lots of preparatory work in formulating these strategies. That is the district government, the local stakeholders, and the business leaders also of that area. It has been a good teamwork, and it will certainly bear fruit.
These district economic development strategies are the result of extensive consultations, analysis, and research with strong local ownership. They exploit local advantages and identify synergies to support private sector-led development. The focus is on three pillars: infrastructure and allied services, agriculture and agribusiness, and manufacturing, trade, and commerce. These strategies present a roadmap of initiatives and recommendations, all pointing towards enhancing local capacity, encouraging private sector participation, and piloting innovative approaches. The strategies also contain detailed recommendations on improving the business climate in the districts and reducing the cost of doing business. These strategies will lead to the adoption of a midterm development plan, an investment plan, and an asset management plan, which explores ways to ensure that present resources are used in the best possible manner. Over the next 5 to 7 years, strong yearly economic growth, income enhancement and reduction in unemployment, increase in new enterprise creation, crop productivity, and value-added production for the districts of Multan and Bahawalpur is envisioned. Agriculture is the mainstay of this area. The rich soil yields a bounty of staple crops like cotton, wheat, sugarcane, and rice, as well as plentiful fruits and vegetables like citrus, tomato, and cauliflower. The fertile soil and favorable climate make this a perfect place for agriculture. Another delicious contribution from this land is the king of fruits, mango. Pakistan's mango sector contributes US $150 million per year to the country's GDP and engages approximately 2 million people. Pakistan is one of the 5 largest producers of mangoes in the world, but exports only a very small percentage of the total yield.
हम खुशकिस्मत हैं कि हमारा जो आम है वो दुनिया के बेहतरीन आमों में से एक है और इसकी 1.7 मिलियन टन इसकी प्रोडक्शन है, जिसमें से सिर्फ 5% से लेकर 7% तक जो है वो बरामद होता है। हकीकत ये है कि जब तक ये एक्सपोर्ट नहीं होगा आम के बागबान को उसका सही मुआवजा नहीं मिलेगा।
With some focused interventions like training, infrastructure for cold storage, processing and packaging, and developing market linkages, mangoes can be big business in this region and a lucrative export product. Dairy farming also holds enormous potential. Pakistan is the 4th largest milk-producing country in the world, with 33 billion liters of milk produced every year. However, the sector largely operates informally and requires significant improvements for what is being envisioned as the White Revolution. Livestock farming is one other sector covered in the strategies. Cholistan, for instance, had a livestock population of 2.6 million, according to conservative estimates in 2006, for a population of 155,000. That is the highest animal-to-human ratio in the world.
If we can set up something like a meat processing plant and something which can also be done to collect the milk and preserve it and then get it to the market, this will, I think, help a lot to the farmers in this area.
There are about 500,000 sheep, but all the wool is being wasted. Properly processed, it can bring much-needed income to the districts. Meat processing also holds huge potential for growth. Bahawalpur district supplies livestock to the entire country, but the meat is processed elsewhere, robbing the locals of the economic benefits.
The niche areas, I must say, is the biggest is livestock, because the public sector, Punjab government, is investing heavily into that. We have the best genetically most proactive cows in the range of 500,000 cows here. We have a big potential for livestock.
The leather industry can develop into a major competitive advantage if the processing stays close to home. At present, unfinished leather earns US $1 per square inch. If it were processed in Multan into consumer goods, it would earn 5 times as much. Bahawalpur is Pakistan's leading grower and producer of cotton. Multan is also the hub of the cotton trade in Pakistan, making cotton the biggest cash crop for the districts. Raw cotton has one of the most diverse supply chains in Multan and employs heavy manual labor. from cotton picking to ginning, spinning, and weaving. This sector supplies the raw materials for the country's huge textile industry. Though there are more than 100 ginning mills operating in the area, the technology is obsolete and outdated, suggesting great potential for economic growth, job, and wealth creation. While the district economic development strategies promote economic development, they also advocate further investments in infrastructure, transport, and communications. The two districts are well placed with access to good roads, major highways, urban transport, railways, and air routes for public transit. Supportive infrastructure, including adequate water supply, solid waste management, power supply, irrigation, and farm-to-market roads, is an essential component. Reliable and affordable access to energy is also vital for any kind of business activity. Small-scale power projects, renewable energy, and cogeneration of power can help reduce the increasing supply shortage in the two districts. For instance, using solid waste as a raw material to fuel the power generation process, Multan City can generate 120 megawatts of electricity. By installing small hydroelectric turbines along Bahawalpur's extensive irrigation network, an environment-friendly and sustainable means of power generation can be achieved. The warm Pakistan sun is also a potential source of solar energy production. Energy conservation is also part of the strategy, which recommends that district energy plans be formulated for ensuring optimal utilization of available energy. Although Multan and Bahawalpur have a long way to go, there is no denying the fact that tremendous potential exists. The vibrant young population is enthusiastic, energetic, and ready to charge full throttle towards a future they can clearly envision.
How can we create business opportunities?
We should consider the resources present in our own country.
It is producing a lot of molasses. As we are suffering from electricity breakdowns these days, load shedding, so why can't we just use those molasses to produce electricity? That would be, I guess, sufficient from Bahawalpur and the hometowns which are near our Bahawalpur, like Lodra.
You can find a lot of waste. So why can't we use that waste to produce biomass, and from biomass we can produce a lot of electrical energy.
We have a large amount of coal production, and I guess the cheapest way to generate electricity is through coal.
The signs are all there. They are all pointing in one direction, forward. And the hard-working people of the two districts are eager to start.
That the stewardship of all this strategy must remain in the hands of the private owners, the local stakeholders, the district government and the private businesses. If they work in synergy, these would bring wonders in that very area.
As these two districts embark on a journey of renewed growth, they need the support of the public and private sector to turn these opportunities into a competitive advantage.
The private sector is very much interested in investing in Multan, and provided if the government provides the infrastructure. And they are ready. They have done a lot of work here, and it's very easy for them because they know all the suppliers, they know the supply chain of this area, and they know the selling mechanisms of this area as well. So it is very much comfortable for them to be in their own homes and have the opportunities to invest.
The District Economic Development Strategies roadmaps seek to enhance private sector participation, improve the efficiency of the government, generate greater resources, and integrate women and the marginalized into the mainstream economy.
So you see, you have a vast area, cooperative population, peaceful environments, no security threats to any investor. So it's an ideal setting for any investment.
Equally essential is the commitment of the provincial and district governments, international donors, local businesses, and trade associations.
सबसे पहले तो लोकल इन्वेस्टर उसमें इन्वेस्ट करेगा इंशाअल्लाह, और उसके बाद जो है जब एक माहौल बनेगा तो फिर बाहर से इन्वेस्टर भी आ सकते हैं, पाकिस्तान के इन्वेस्टर भी आ सकते हैं और फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर भी हो सकती है.
There is tremendous potential in this region. The map has been laid out. The signs are in place. The inertia broken. The journey can now begin. It is a journey that leads to the future, a future where the possibilities are endless and the destinations unlimited.